Hey everybody, Guy with the meter here. I haven't been doing too many videos lately because I just really haven't had much to video about, honestly, with the exception of my Sunday night videos. The Suburban's in the process of being worked on and everything of that nature. So I um I kind of figured this one would be video worthy because we've got the Honda right here, and there it is. All right. So this is Honda, Melisas Honda CRV. It's got the single Sundown 10 in there, the E series, and I've got, not Sundown, excuse me. The Sundown E series 10, and then it's got a JP 1K in there powering it. So, not a big system, but a good system nonetheless. So, let's see, where the heck was it? Got the good wiring, got a direct ground, all that good stuff. So, here's been the problem. It's been doing good. It's been doing good. And then the other day, Melissa hopped into it, went to go drive the car, dead battery. Well, shit. We put like 3 batteries in this thing since we've owned it. It's a 2016. So we're like, all right, so that's cool. So she takes it to Honda after I jumped her and charged it up and everything. And Honda's like, no, there's nothing wrong with it. Nothing we can do about it. The most we can do is keep it for a day and see what's going on. So I'm like, oh, nah. Melissa's like, we'll take it home. We'll troubleshoot it ourselves and find out. Next day, went to go start. Not even 24 hours later, battery's dead, drained down, like down to 6 volts, all the way down. So shoot, now I got to hop in and find the time to troubleshoot. And I did that. So I brought out my magical clamp gauge here for the current. And here, let's zero that out. We're at 0. So clamp in the car. Oh, okay. So that's good. 0.19. That's awesome. Clamp the amp? Well, shit. That's 1.2 amps is drawing right now. Now, mind you, this car hasn't been driven today. Nothing's hot. Nothing's been overworked. Nothing's overdone. So, let's go back and check it. So, temp gauge, 79. That's about what the temp is out here. Well, shit. So, sitting for 12 hours, this amp is still sitting at 103 degrees. Wow, that's a down for cock 1K. So, I don't normally brand bash, and I don't normally put anybody on the spot like this. My biggest issue is that they are garbage Chinese mail order cookie cutter amps that he puts his little stamp on it, takes a picture with a couple $100 bills, and then sells a whole crap load of them to people that don't know they're ash from a hole in the ground. Hold on. I'm steamed. Sorry, I vented. I used to run them. Anybody that knows my system, I had 12 of the 23s in there, all of them bridged out, 2 on each sub. They were great, except they kept popping and kept blowing up and kept roasting speakers. So we ended up checking into them. I ended up with my system, I ended up having to replace 4 of those amps because they had a high current parasitic drain to them, 1.3, 1.4, 1.6, something like that, sitting dead idle. When I took them to their repair tech, the first clue should have been when he said, quote, and this is an exact quote, yeah, that happens with these things. And then he rips the board out, slaps a new board in there, didn't even bother repairing it, threw the boards in the garbage, and then gave them back to me to run again. I've been doing car audio for over 35 years. I got a little bit of knowledge about it. For anybody that doesn't know, I'm an electronics engineer by trade. My degrees, certifications, don't feel like talking about that shit. So I know a little bit about electronics, just a wee bit. That isn't the way a product should be built. That isn't a way that, in my opinion, if I design a car and the motors keep blowing out of them or the transmissions keep catching fire or whatever, I don't say, yeah, that happens, and replace the transmission for you. I find the root of the problem. And the problem is that, to the best of my knowledge, there has not been too many modifications in that company to fix their issues. We still see online people that are selling blown amps or amps that have been freshly repaired, so they're trying to get rid of them or whatever. This, Melissa had to, it was more than once the car left her stranded, and we thought this was like, okay, it's an older battery or whatever. And then the fact that it got less than 12 hours from when it was started to from when it was ran to when she started it, the battery went dead in less than 24 hours. It was actually a lot less than 24 hours, probably closer to 12 hours. It sucked that battery dry. The battery that's in there right now, maybe 2 years old. For a car that we don't beat the shit out of it and we don't overstress it, doesn't have a high-powered sound system in it or any of that stuff that usually kills batteries. So I'm trying to figure here the logic of why a product that their lead repair technician told me, yeah, that happens. And then to follow that to boot, I'm trying to figure why I was stupid enough to get another one and hook it up to Melissa's sound system. Yeah, it looks like it's dirty. It is what it is. But even right now, let's check it on the side. Yep, 108, 108, 109. For an amp that's been sitting all day, that hasn't even been, hasn't been used, hasn't been turned on, hasn't been anything. So that's just the way it is. You know, you can blame it on everything you want, but sitting there idle pulling over an amp of current, and yes, I know it says negative on it. I have it reversed over on the power. If I clamp it on the dedicated, hey look, there you go. It says positive for all the naysayers out there. And just to show also, dome light's not on, nothing is on in the vehicle. I'm not trying to call shenanigans on it. That is a direct line ran straight back to the amplifier. And if I take this off and I clamp the main line going back, that's just a standard 0.3, which a car sits at anyhow. Yeah. So the positive of all this, because I'm an optimist in my life, the positive is that I now know what the issue was, what the issue is for that matter. The even more positive is that I know that Monday when I go to US Amps, I'm going to rip that JP out and I may throw it away, and I'm just going to put a US Amps amp in there. I'm going to put one of their beginning line, probably the Impact 1K, which puts out, I think we bench tested that at 1500 watts, something like that. And I'm thinking we're going to see a pretty significant positive difference. So, I don't know, man. I try to stay neutral on things. I really do. I know I'm rambling on. It's what I do. You guys know that. I try to stay neutral on so many different things because the reality of it is things happen. Life happens. That's the way it is. I'm not the type that's going to be like, I own Chevrolet and all the Fords suck and all you guys drive Dodges are douches. I'm just not like that. Everybody has a flavor of their own. If there was one perfect thing in this world, everybody would own it and there'd be nothing else. But on the same note, when I've tried to work with a company and I've supported the company, and even after selling all my equipment, I still bought the equipment for Melissa's car, hoping maybe it was just something with the 2300s. They're just saucy like that, and then all of a sudden this thing does, and we've had to take time off from work in the past and go get batteries and all that good shit. And I don't know, man. If I do anything, not trying to bash anything. I know there's a whole bunch of spies that are probably going to take this and send it right to JP. But the reality is, when something is trash, something is trash. And in my opinion, not stating facts, not looking for a lawsuit or anything, good luck getting some money out of me, I won't put trash in my vehicles again. I don't care what kind of super stupid sale his website has, or because that was the reason I bought these. I bought this from Melissa for Christmas, not last year, the year before last, and that was when they were doing that crazy promotional thing where you get the enclosure, you get the Sundown E-Series subwoofer, and I ended up buying I ended up buying the enclosure and, you know, I did the amplifier and all that good stuff with it. You know, what the heck, while we're here. So, the sub has been awesome. The Sundown E Series, great sub, great for a daily driver, great for everything it's intended to be. And for Melissa, she didn't want busted windshield. She didn't want, you know, shaking mirrors all over the place or anything. But in the lanes, it still does, I think when Sarah ran, it did a 141 or 142, something like that. So it does the things, as Brendan says. But the problem is that the weakest part of any formula is going to cause down the other parts of, and in this situation, that amp is the problem child. I don't know if it's been getting worse. I don't know. I don't repair amps. I refuse to. But with that being said, I don't even know if I'll sell the damn thing, because I don't think I want anyone else having the same issues that I do. That's like, you know, selling a toxic substance to somebody and knowing it's toxic. I mean, what the hell do you do? Sarah will still be in the lanes, because this is her competition vehicle. And now Melissa's car will be a hell of a lot more reliable, because I'm going to take that part out. And now she's not going to have dead batteries anymore. So, the impact, I'm going to try to install that either Monday or Tuesday. When I go back to the shop, I'll get one off Mike and hook it up. And do some good tuning and testing. See how much we gain and what goes from there. So, that's my rambling for right now. So, down for the sickness. That's it, guys. You know, I just wanted to vent out. I don't normally do videos like this. I usually do my stupid ramblings on Sundays, but you know what? This right here I figured deserved to be out there, and somebody needed to know, and this is to vent off, because that's what I do. So, much love to everybody. I don't know if I'm going to do this Sunday or not, because we're going to be out of town Saturday, and we're coming back Sunday. I don't know if we're coming back Sunday night or Sunday afternoon. So, whatever it is, you'll know. I'll promote it. I'll push it, and we'll talk about something stupid, and probably going to see if I can get Russell on this time and get him talking. So, much love to everybody. If anybody has any questions, comments, concerns, please feel free to PM me. I'll let you know. See ya.